Video blog.
Hey there, this is Tim from Twice Circled, and welcome to episode 15 of the official Big Pharma video blog. This is part 5 of my entire game playthrough, in which I attempt to play through an entire game of Big Pharma. Yeah, it kind of does exactly what it says on the tin, doesn't it? I think this is going to be the last episode, not of the vlog, don't worry, just of this particular playthrough. And the main reason for that is I've put loads of new stuff in the game, and I kind of want to start playing the new version of the game. I said at the very beginning of this blog series, I was partly doing it for playtesting reasons. I've actually given myself a lot of feedback, if that makes sense, while playing this game, and I've made a load of changes to the market simulation, and I've added a load of new cures and all this sort of stuff, and I actually just want to start playing on the new version of the game. But I felt that it would be a disservice to my loyal vlog watchers, you guys, if I didn't finish off this game before I ended the series. So, at the end of the last series, this is interesting, this production line has stopped, and I'm not really sure why. Oops, I didn't even mean to sell that. I actually just meant to replace it. What's going on? Oh, is it these? Oh, you know what? It might be those, it's getting confused by those, T-junctions. Oh, that is a bug. I need to write that down. T-junctions disconnected. Well, look, I'm still learning, still getting bugs in this old version of the game. I haven't actually found that one. I very rarely leave T-junctions open like that. That's very interesting. Huh. Oh, look, and it's happened here as well. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, oh man, I really need to get that fixed. I was like, why is nothing moving? Okay, this has been a very strange beginning to a vlog. I had this slick intro planned, and we've already fallen into the chaos that is, I like to think, a trademark of my video blog series. I hope you'll agree. Okay, structured chaos. No, not even structured. Enjoyable chaos. Okay, we got 4 scientists back. We want to get this. Can we afford to get this? We're making 424. Scientists cost 30 a day. Let's do maths. I can get another 10-ish. Should we risk it? I think we need to get this, otherwise, yeah, screw it. Oh wait, I need loads more. What am I doing? Oh, that's a lot of scientists. Oh, that feels so horrible. I've just spent all of my money. Oh god. Well, how's my loan doing? Oh good, I did repay it all last turn. Okay, that's great. Okay. Yeah, we need to get this. I mean, this syringe injector, that's gonna be big money, right? Surely. Okay, we need to make some more money first, though. Like, what are we using? You know what'd be cool is like a count, saying how many of each machine you had in your factory. That'd be really nice. God, I'm going to write that down too. Sorry, guys, one sec. Machine count. You see, I'm short on time, you know. I don't want to waste any time. So if I'm vlogging, I'm still testing, you know. I want to do both at the same time. Okay, I'm desperate to increase this profit, so I want to spend these upgrade points the most effective way we can. What do we got? We've still got loads of evaporators and devolvers, agglomerators, loads of agglomerators actually. I think that's where I want to spend my money. I think I've almost maxed out agglomerators. Oh, I can't actually get that. That's too expensive. 16 points. It could be multi-mixer. I only got 1 shaker. Oh, it's probably not worth it. Let's just do that. Okay, we need some more money. I think, let's see, is there any production line? Okay, first thing we should need to do, let's go to the company tab. We're not making antibiotica anymore, the Spanish antibiotic drug. Let's get rid of that. This is nice. Okay, okay, that's such a good profit. Can we just make another one of those? Sold per month 14. Right, that's this one, I guess. Zoom in a little bit. Right, okay. Could we make another one of those? Let me have a little look. So this one needs... Oh, it's this one, the one that needed the double multi-mixer. Oh, it might be worth actually upgrading the double multi-mixer. That might make a little more money. And we didn't bother testing it, did we? No, we don't know what the max strength for that is. But it's okay. Oh, that's what we're going to do. Sorry, I'm kind of catching up with myself. I think we were thinking of testing it, and then using a syringe injector to make like an awesome cure. we've got the chromatograph now. Let's make something with the chromatograph. Right, we never made the sickle cell anemia. Right, okay, that's probably a really good one to go for next. Oh, it's so tricky because it's like you don't want to sell your existing production lines because you really need the money coming in, because I've got all of those scientists working. You know, I made that ballsy decision, if you don't mind me saying so. Is this still moving? Oh dear. Oh god. Did I not fix this yet? I'm so confused. I thought I fixed that. Oh no, it's this one that I fixed. Okay. Oh, how long were you guys screaming at the TV? Telling me to do that. Okay. Well, that'll increase my money. Oh, it's so annoying. Half tempted to restart the vlog. God, okay, it's been 5 minutes and I've done literally nothing. Okay. These are good, right? Let's check out ADHD medicine. I mean, that's a nice brand value. That's pretty good. We definitely want the anti-seizure. Stroke risk is okay. That's pretty good, actually. I mean, the migraine, there is like no point. I mean, 23 per go. I'm only making 30. Let's scrap that and make a new production line. Okay, where's the migraine? Sleepy Soother? Sleepy Soother. That's funny, man. God, I do make myself laugh, at least. And this one is angina. Okay, the angina is actually not a bad profit, to be fair, so we'll leave that. And then we'll clear out this section. And what we're going to do is basically try to recreate this one, which goes up to stroke risk. Sorry, yeah, it goes up to reduces stroke risk. And then, but we're going to take it one step further by using the chromatograph. We've already bought one. How much are those going to cost anyway? Cool, 9 grand. That's quite a lot. Eesh. Can we put any more research into mass tooling? Ooh, okay, cool. Let's get that. Right. How much does that reduce it by? That's gone down to 8 grand. Huh. Pretty good. So what we're doing here, I just took you through. I stopped importing, but I've still got a lot of stock in the line, and I don't want to just delete it all because it's just a waste of money, basically. I've already paid for a lot of it. So we're going to let that feed its way through, and I'm just going to delete everything behind it. I could probably reuse these dissolvers, but I kind of can't be bothered. It'll just... I end up making mistakes, I find, if I... God, that's loud. I end up making mistakes if I try reusing stuff. I've noticed I do that. I try to be clever, and instead I'm just going to, like, let's just lay this thing out, like, super efficiently, because this is quite a small area, actually. Look, I mean, look, we're going to need to do all of this, and then again, and then add a little bit more to it. So it's going to be pretty damn tight. We might be able to adjust this a little bit. Maybe. Sorry if that sound effect's a bit loud. I don't know how it is for you. That's pretty loud in my headphones, but... Okay. Should we keep these? Did we ever get the cream maker? I don't think I ever got the cream maker, did I? Yeah, never mind. I never really needed it early on, and then there was so much other cool stuff to get, so I never bothered. Ooh, ingredients. Sorry, explorers. Oh, I need Sub-Zero training. I'm gonna fire these guys. Because I mainly want to get the Hadron Collider. Okay. What do we need? It's the Rambutan oil. One of my personal favourites. It's funny, I've got all of these ingredients, so I'm flicking around a lot. Got all of these ingredients that I haven't even used yet. There's just so many cures I could make right now, but I think let's just stick to like a production line that we know we've got pretty much sussed. Do we want to bother with this angina? I'm worried we're going to run out of space. Should we just clear this too? Reuse all of these ionizers? Might be smart. Yeah. Oh, that's hypertension. Oh, hello. Oh, Tim's had one of his famous ideas. Oops. Okay, let's just let those clear out. So look, check out what we got here. We have, I think that's just upgraded from, no, wait, okay. So we upgrade to, okay, what do we need? We need to get it to 9 before we can run it through an autoclave. So basically, yeah, I'm just going to add a bit to the end of this line instead. And in fact, before doing that, I'm going to delete all these, and I'm going to actually just shift things a little bit. Yeah, I'm wasting a little bit of stock here, but just want to like absolutely maximize our space. Okay, because I am a little worried about running out. Is that working? Okay, no, it's not. Is that working? Okay, so now we need to go through one more agglomerator. Wait, could we have done this more? That's actually exactly the same. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that will take us... That will upgrade it. Let's watch this. Don't want to make any mistakes. Okay, down to 3. And that takes us up to 6. That takes us up to 9. Which I believe is the magic number. In fact, we can copy this. Okay, so we don't need advanced. We need basic. We want to do another little double. If this is the thing is, I want to do a double because we might as well maximize the kind of efficiency, if you like. We could do like that. No, that won't quite work. I want to do... You need to kind of send one around the back. Oh, that's actually quite bad. I think I have to come out that far. Oh no, unless... Okay, got it. Move this one. Man, I'm sorry to toot my own horn. You see, I love this. I love this, like, layout stuff. This is like... Ugh, it's so good. This is what it's all about. Like I'm trying to, like... I know there's this little puzzle I have to solve. And it's like, where can I put this to just make it fit just, like, perfectly? And the point is, we need to go in 2 different directions like that, and then we need to be able to link them up again. I think that's about as good as we can get. Okay, so then we need to go agglomerator. Let's wait till we put one through, actually. So here we go. That reduces stroke risk. We need to get that now to 14. Now this is interesting. If I run that through a chromatograph... Oh no, the chromatograph... Oh my god, no, the chromatograph... See, if I run that through a chromatograph, that'd take it all the way up to 14 in one go. The problem is, the chromatograph's got a process time of 3. So, I think it's 3. Yeah, so I need 3 chromatographs. So I'm not sure we should even bother doing this double up thing. It really might not be worth it. Because I just don't think I'm going to be able to get it. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit 3 in. I mean, we could split it over 2. That's better than nothing. And that's... let me think. We could go at half speed and then put it through 2. I'm not sure. Good, you probably think I'm talking nonsense. This is an interesting one. We could just run it at process speed of 3 and not worry about it. Okay, no, let's just do it with 2 chromatographs. Now here's how the hell are we going to get this up to 14 and then through a chromatograph? 4. This is tricky. So we need to put it through 2 chromatographs. Yeah. Okay, I just got to do something, don't I? Okay. So let's just do 1 for now and just see how we go. So... Okay. So... This is a bit of a mistake. So let's get rid of that. We're going to go like this. Hopefully it will become clear what I'm doing. Oh, no. Right, like that. So, okay. It will become clear when you watch. So the chromatograph, for concentrations between 1 and 10, it increases by 10. For concentrations between 11 and 20, it decreases by 10. So it kind of flips it in a kind of wonky way. The point is, 14 was exactly the concentration that we need to go to do the upgrade. And actually, the chromatograph's pretty efficient. Process cost of 55 compared to these, which have a process cost of 23. And I've just moved it by 10 concentration, right? So that's way more efficient. Put it in here, and then that should upgrade. Now the thing is, because this has a process time of 3, I mean, we'd have to run this one also through at least 2 of these to make it worth it. And I just don't think we've got the space for that. So I think we might just have to do a single pass. It's only going to output 1 per every 3 turns, but it would be quite efficient. Each one will have a really good margin because we've done this double chromatograph thing, which is pretty neat. So now we just need to get it back up to 13 to 15. So what we're at 4. We could just run it through 1 more chromatograph. That's beautiful. I love it. Okay. So, yeah. Let's just sell this. Where are we at? We're about halfway through the episode. Okay. So, what I will oh! Is it just finished? Oh my god, that's so random. Literally, oh, I didn't know. I don't know if that finished a while ago, or I have an amazing sense of time. I really want to show you the Hadron Collider. I mean, look how long it takes to assign your little guys. Oh, that's hilarious. I've never done it before, guys. I've literally never played far enough to get there. That was just the number that I wrote down, 20. Do you understand? Like, I've never actually, like, clicked that and watched 20 little guys jump in. 20 little guys that I've worked so hard to earn the money, to pay their salaries. This is quite a moment for me, I have to tell you. I'm a little delirious. That's going to take 11 months. Now, 11 months is, 30, I think it's too long. I think that's like about 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off this line, and then I'm actually going to not pause the video, I'm going to stop the recording while I... Ooh. Oh, wait. Oh, no, stop this. Okay. I'm going to finish my sentences. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off this line, then I'm going to stop the recording, and then I'm going to just like play on for like another 20 minutes or something until I get the Hadron Collider, and then I'm going to spend my last 10 minutes of this recording playing around with the Hadron Collider with you guys watching. But there's more fun to had before then. So this gets us to there, but look, we totally want to use the syringe injector. It increases the combined value by 20% and increases the strength of all effects by 50. Well, we don't have any... Oh god, we do have a side effect. Oh... Ooh. Can't remove it. Screw it, should we just use the syringe injector anyway? It's just totally we got to. Because the thing is, it's got a process time of 3, so it's like, we only need one of them, and it will just, yeah, it'll be... It's just gonna be sweet, guys. Just trust me. So it's interesting, what I'm finding is, like, at the beginning of the game, you just want everything to be, like, optimized, that you're making, like, one every single go. Whereas, you know, as it goes on, it does become pretty kind of like, I mean, to make this production line like optimized so that there's an output of 1 per tick, rather than now, which we have is like 1 every 3 ticks, that would be really, really difficult. It wouldn't just be a challenge in terms of layout, it'd be a challenge in terms of total space. We'd need 3 of these syringe makers. I think we'd need at least 6 chromatographs. We'd have to kind of line them all up in a line. Yeah. Great talking, Tim. Oh, whoa, what the hell just happened? Cannot upgrade. Whoa. Oh, I got really confused. I was clicking on a migraine. Okay, we're cool. Combat sickle cell and anemia. Well, that's wonderful. I should probably just type in a name and start making money, shouldn't I? Bohemian Anemia. I mean, that is the greatest name for a drug that has ever been conceptualized. I'm sure you guys will agree. Okay, good, just acne, that's fine. Pfft, acne, are you kidding me? You're fighting spots. I'm fighting genetic disorders. I mean, this AI is just not even in my league. Okay, this is making so much money, like the GUI can't handle it. It's busting out of its box. I mean, like, this is just intense. Let's just have a quick check of our profit. That's making a profit of $1,000. I mean, I know I just showed you that, but like, it just means even more when you're on this screen. Wowzers. That's so amazing I said wowzers. Let's clear out these. Okay, as I said, I'm going to pause the video now. I'm just going to stop recording while I keep playing until we get this little baby. And then I'm going to have a little play with that. So, catch you in a break. Okay, we're back, and I am now the owner. Well, I'm not quite an owner. I'm the owner of the research project required to purchase a Hadron Collider or construct a Hadron Collider. Which I will read out the description to you. So the Hadron Collider makes drugs super reactive. Collider drugs act as though they are at all concentrations simultaneously. All effects are active, and the concentration component of all reactions is are satisfied, is satisfied. I'm going to quickly note that. Hadron is satisfied. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. You have to tell me, is it endearing me making like bug notes while playing, or is it unprofessional? Do let me know. Now, we're about to use this to make some funky drugs, and I'll show you how it works basically when I make it. But I've sold all my scientists, so I'm now getting like loads of cash in, maximum cash. We're building up a nice little kitty, which isn't a bad thing because Hadron Colliders cost $50,000. Still a lot cheaper, like a bargain compared to the real life ones. So in the meantime, like while you guys are away, look what I made. So I was talking about how many chromatographs I would need to kind of make an efficient version of this sickle cell anemia line. Well, I made it over here. And this is what I love, is like with the second time you make a production line, once you've kind of designed it, and you kind of design it step by step as you go along, once you've done that, then you can kind of mass produce. And so I knew I was going to need to have all of these chromatographs in the middle, and I was thinking, oh, what would be the best way of doing it? I considered this is the beginning bit, which gets us to treat angina, and then I considered when I did my autoclave, do I want to like recombine them and then resplit them up again into chromatographs? I went, actually no, what I'll do is I'll just run each one of these through 3 chromatographs. Admittedly, the chromatographs then slow this down to like a process time of 3 instead of 2. But it's still not bad, and I still managed to kind of like all of this is we only have to do this bit once, and we kind of reuse the rest of the we reuse that, and the rest of it is running at as efficient as it kind of can, and so yeah, that's doing rather well. It has knocked our profit down a little bit. I'll just show you what's going on in the cures tab. So yeah, this has gone down to 92% demand, which is okay, but it's not amazing. We are oversaturating the market. So that's what I think this drop here was, minus 15%. It picks up a little bit as I made a bit of the construction line, but it's also actually just decreasing generally because it's actually a pretty good drug, it would seem, and we're combating sickle cell anemia pretty effectively. So this is a bit of a cash cow, to be honest, and what I mean by that is it's while you're making it and you're making a profit, you do really, really well out of it, but basically it's only going to last so long. And what you basically want to do is be the first one to get to it, and then ride that demand all the way down and make loads of money from it. I mean, to be fair, that is dropping quick though. To be fair, that is dropping real quick. I mean, it might be smart to actually decrease our production a little bit. Interesting. It's got a knock on the brand value too. Interesting. Anyway. So it's interesting. You got to kind of watch the market and stuff like that. Anyway, and then I also just made the beginning of a production line here to make treats bronchitis, and I was just about to upgrade it to treats tuberculosis, but then I can't actually get it all the way from 20 to 1 to 2 in this much space. You know what would be amazing for this? A ultraviolet curer, which decimates concentration right down to 1, all in one go. And I think that would slot if no, not quite. That wouldn't quite fit in there, but almost. Anyway, so no good. So we're just going to forget about this production line. I got loads of money anyway. At the end of this video, actually, briefly, I will talk about the changes I've made in the new version of the game and what I think went kind of wrong in this game, even though I have had a lot of fun. We're going to use this one as our kind of testing facility for the Hadron Collider. It doesn't really look like a testing facility. I might have to paint it. Maybe I should paint it at the end. Okay. What are we going to make? Let's go to the cures tab. What would be fun? So we did get a little way on this whole cures tuberculosis, but not that far. Wow, this one needs loads of catalysts, which is kind of annoying, but by using the Hadron Collider we could avoid all of these concentration things, so we could probably get to that relatively quickly, and that is like worth the most out of anything. Go on, let's make schizophrenia medication. That's really quite tricky. Okay, we start with antidepressants. God, they've absolutely ruined the antidepressant market. You stupid AI. Look at it. Brand value minus. Now the strange thing is, actually, because I've not capped that drug is probably making a negative amount of money. I think like a negative brand value, I can't quite work this out. I think it might make it positive again. I think it might be like a double negative there. I'm not sure. Anyway, I need to show you this Hadron Collider, don't I? So let's import a... which is it? Antidepressant, was it? Let's go to... yeah, I think that's right. Sorry, I've forgotten. Yeah, antidepressant. Okay. And we'll import that here. We're going to be doing a lot of mixing, which means the maximum, until I put crossroads in, the maximum process speed we can get is 2, so that's worth bearing in mind. I think the first thing we're going to do is... now, let me think. The Hadron Collider, you have to be careful with bases. We might want to combine this before we do our first Hadron Collide. We only really want to do the Hadron Collide once, and then we've got to be very careful because it's whichever one you use as the base is the one that stays super reactive. God, you guys must be like, what the hell is going on? What is he going to do? So we need to add a catalyst here. We need to add blue. Which is the best blue to use? Probably this one. Just because it doesn't have as many side effects. We don't have a gap. This is annoying. So we need to make a gap. We could maybe get rid of one of these. That's where the gap is. Go on, let's just get rid of that one real quick. So we need to get it from 12 to 5. We could do that with 2 ionizers and a dissolver, or a single cryogenic condenser and a dissolver. Let's do it that way. I think it's ever so slightly more compact. No, not cryogenic, sorry, autoclave. So because we know that we're capped at a process speed of 2. Oh, that's loud, isn't it? Because we know we're capped at a process speed of 2, we may as well... Why am I talking so weird? God, those sound effects are suddenly really loud. That's so weird. I don't know. It's because I'm zoomed in, isn't it? Okay, so we know we're capped at a process speed of 2 because of the multi-mixes, so we might as well just use this as a really kind of good way of getting us down to where we need to get to. So now we're at a concentration of 5. Now we're using an agglomerator, and then we go for the... God, it's loud, isn't it? I can't actually lower the factory volume very easily during this video, so I'm just going to leave it. Okay, and then I'm not sure which is the base yet until it gets in there. Loud. That's so weird. The factory volume just seems to suddenly have crept up. I could hardly hear it before. Okay, that's going to slot in nicely. Okay, so that's that catalyst requirement met. And now we just need to use the... we've already got the right concentration, which is brilliant. You're like, where's the Hadron Collider, Tim? Like... you will see. I am choosing a difficult one. The Hadron Collider is brilliant because it means all of your actions automatically go off, and so it's sorry, we lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so basically you can just run it through all of the upgrade machines. You don't have to worry about moving the concentration around. But I'm making my life a little more difficult because I'm having to add a different catalyst at each turn. So okay, let's run it through the Hadron Collider. I want to show you something ridiculous. Okay, which way should we go? Let's go this way. Listen to the sound effect. Oh, that's quite quiet. Okay, that sound effect's really quiet. Okay, I think we have some problems with the sound effect balance. Oh god, I'm talking about process time capped at 2. More like process time capped at 4. Okay, watch this. So, okay, you see what's happening? So this is becoming collided, which is a special concentration, okay? And notice that everything is lit up. So this is so mad. Every effect is automatically active. So if we sold it like this, well, it's going to have some side effects. And also, all of the reactions are at the right concentration. So this already has its concentration thing, but we do need to add that catalyst. So let's add another catalyst. Okay, so we're going to use this one induces vomiting. Now, that actually is in the place that we don't want it to be in. So we're going to have to... well, you know what? Wait a minute. We've got loads of upgrade points. We can upgrade our shaker and make it so it... wicked. Okay, we've got max level shaker, which now adds an option to rotate up to 3 times with the max level shaker. So what we can actually do is rotate this 1, 2, 3, so that it occupies the slot up here. Let me show you that. So we do that, put it in, and now here, choose number of places shifted, we bring that up to 3. And that brings it right. That's... Oh, I love that animation. I forgot how cool that is. Okay, and now... Oops. Wait, that's fine. Now we're going to mix these together. Schizophrenia medication, here we come. Now, the great thing about it being super reactive is you can actually quite easily remove side effects as well. Because all of their removal things are also automatically active. It's not so good if you have ones that you cannot remove. Then you have to be a little bit more careful. They're much more difficult to get rid of. So here we have this. So we can remove that if we want to. We can remove all of these. So this is all looking pretty good. Oh, by the way, the Hadron Collider does cost 130 though. So you can't use it for little drugs. So now we run this through an agglomerate. So we've now got the catalyst there. And now, again, we don't have to change the concentration. We don't have to worry about that. We just run that straight through an ionizer. I'm aware I'm reaching my limit for this vlog. God, time just goes so quick. Okay. And this upgrades. Oh, it's already got rid of one of our side effects. Okay, that's pretty good. And now we need the... Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do this to me. Can you hear the Hadron Collider? Oh no, I haven't got the final side effect that we need. Oh no. You idiot, Tim. You bloody idiot. You choose the one cure. You could have seen it, it's right there. It tells you that's the one you need. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay, so we're not going to be able to upgrade that again, but we can still do some funky stuff with this Hadron Collider. We can buy this and pass it through an autoclave, which will, when it finishes taking its sweet time, which will remove that side effect at the top, fizzle, and then run it through a dissolver, and it will get rid of the other one. And then all we have is a really, really awesome drug. Let's see if it actually makes any money. And okay, I've not built this very efficiently, but you can see how the Hadron Collider allows you to massively... whoa, suddenly the sound effects are really loud. This is so random. The Hadron Collider allows you to really massively reduce the space you're taking up in your factory if you use it smartly. I've used it a bit randomly, but because you just don't have to worry about concentration changes anymore. So it's a real time saver. You just do have to be careful with the side effects. And there we go. Not bad profit. Not bad at all. Combined value. See, that would normally make 976, but the syringe is adding 350. Now, the process costs at 400, just shy of 400. So that syringe is basically paying for all of those process costs. That's pretty good. And it's covering a massive chunk of the Hadron Collider. So this might not all be that balanced. I mean, that's a pretty good drug at pretty minimal effort. But I mean, I did have to research a Hadron Collider, which is a very, very time-consuming and expensive machine to get. Alright. I am going to start to wrap up here. I'm just going to kind of zoom out and so you can survey the factory while I'm talking now for a bit. So I hope you've enjoyed this slightly different series where I have endeavoured to show you more gameplay, show you a proper kind of gameplay arc, if you like. So going from starting with the basic level 0 cures, level 1 cures, and working your way up to level 2, level 3, level 4. I never quite made it to a level 5 cure, did I? We needed that extra catalyst. And so I hope you enjoyed that. I finally got to show you the Hadron Collider, which is awesome. I hope you'll agree that if it's only really limited by your imagination, that one. You know, you can do some pretty zany stuff with that thing. You know, I think I made a level 4 drug within like maybe 2 plots with the Hadron Collider, and then I just ran it through 4 upgrade machines because you just don't have to worry about changing concentration. I mean, that was pretty incredible. I like that idea. Of course, it is a huge process cost, and you might find that if you're efficient enough with your machines, I mean, if you've got your evaporators and your dissolvers with process costs of 4 or 5 or 6, then you actually might find it's cheaper to kind of make a really, really big production line. So anyway, I think that's quite interesting, the addition of the Hadron Collider. Now, what didn't I like from this play session? Well, as you might have noticed, I had a lot of money towards the end of the game. I mean, I built up $500,000 in the bank. That's kind of ridiculous. I don't think you should ever really be able to do that. I think now there's not really much for me to spend my money on. I could kind of max out all of my upgrades and that sort of thing. I could get the atomic sequencer, which is pretty cool. That one allows you to directly specify a concentration. So instead of it just changing concentration by, say, 5, you go, I want that to be concentration 17. And basically, the more you upgrade it, the more resolution you get on that concentration choice. Anyway, so I felt like the late game was too easy. I think that the values of the higher level cures are too high. And I think, and actually, I've already made a lot of changes. I've suppressed those a lot more. What else didn't I like? I didn't like how easy it was to kind of oversaturate the market. Now, look, admittedly, the AI has been an absolute idiot here. He's made way too much of this drug, and it's massively oversaturating the market. However, I mean, let's see. Eases migraine. Okay, yeah, he's making quite a lot of that. Wow. That is something else. That's quite a lot. I wasn't really expecting that. Okay, what else though? Let's look at kind of, I don't know, treats angina. I don't think I'm even making that anymore. So he's making 30 of that. I hope this proves my point. It'd be awful if it didn't. Yeah, that's 70% saturated. So what we're saying there is basically if one other person makes one a turn, which is about like 30 a month, which is going to be quite easy given that this doesn't need a catalyst and ionizers only have a process time of 1, you're going to be oversaturating the market, and I think that's kind of annoying. So a change that I've made is I've made it so that especially at the lower levels, level 1s and level 2 cures, I've made it so it's much harder to saturate the market. These things like, you know, sickle cell anemia, it's absolutely right that that's easy to saturate. Because what I want is there was this period in the game when I felt like I couldn't make anything, which felt really frustrating and unsatisfying. And I want it so that if you've got factory space, there's always something that you can make to make a little bit of extra money. Whereas I felt this horrible thing when I was like, I just don't want to oversaturate the market of that painkiller I'm making or that migraine cure. So I felt like my hands were tied a little bit, which yeah, I didn't think was so good. So let me just reiterate. So I still want high sensitivities, high kind of easy to saturate markets up here. But at this point, I kind of want it to be more like, well, what's in demand? Yeah, what do you want to make? And, you know, can you make it efficiently? And because these cures aren't worth so much, you know, it kind of balances out. Another thing I didn't like was, it's obviously not ideal the way the explorers are at the moment because they don't earn you upgrade points. You kind of feel like you need to fire them all the time. I also found it was a little bit difficult just to start getting my first few ingredients. So what I've actually done is I've made it so there's loads more ingredients, and actually some of them times the cures will double up. You'll see them twice in a single game. And actually there's a lot more, like there's 5 different forests, and they need explorers, you know, 1 explorer, 2 explorers, 3 explorers, 4 explorers, 5 explorers. And then the deserts, there's like 4 deserts, and then for that one you need 2 explorers, 3 explorers, 4 explorers, 5 explorers, and so on up the tree. So what you'll find is basically at each level, you know, when you've got 3 explorers, you should be able to, you know, if you've got enough of the research to back it up, you should be able to research a few different locations, and then, you know, you'll just have to get 1 more explorer to be able to research the next one. So it's kind of, you don't have this thing where you're suddenly finding you're having to jump like 2 explorers, and when they cost 50 a day, that's an awful lot of profit. So it's kind of, there's a bit more of a spread, but what I want it to be more about is like, is about diversifying, because you would have noticed some of these, I think it's the antidepressant one, probably we're using an awful lot of, costs 44, oh no, so look at this one, the painkiller costs 72, right? So I want it to be more about market forces and less about, you know, which ones you've got access to, if that makes sense. So there'll be more available, and it's so getting a new one won't necessarily be like, oh, I've got a new cure. It'll be like, oh, I've already got access to that cure, but this one comes with different side effects, and it's a different ingredient, and so the cost is kind of lower, you know, because you're not competing in the marketplace with other people. So that's a change I've made. Yeah, oh, and the final thing is, yeah, I want there to be, instead of what it is currently, which is kind of like everything just slowly increases in demand, and then I don't know, you got some cyclic ones, I don't know. I want there to be a lot more of like riding demands up and down, like I talked about earlier. So I like the sickle cell anemia. I like that. You can kind of classify that as a cash cow. You know, first person who gets there basically cures a load of people, and then it reduces the demand. I want to have more like that, and then I want things like painkillers, which are just super stable. So these won't even have an increase. I think they'll just be at a static demand. But the problem is if you don't have the demand changing, that's boring, right? Well, the other thing I'm adding now is random events, which will, like an event happens, and that will permanently lower demand by like 20%. It will have a little bit of a ramp. And then another random event might come later, which will increase demand by 10-15%. And so kind of, you can imagine maybe every 5-10 minutes of gameplay, a random event will happen, and it will just change the marketplace. And one of the cures, two of the cures, three of the cures will shift. And they'll go up in demand or down in demand. And so what I want is the gameplay to be more like shifting. At the moment, what I find is you just make a production line, you just leave it. Apart from maybe the sickle cell anemia, which I am going to have to sell soon because my profit is probably taking a massive dive. Look at that, it's come down to 645. But I want the game to be more about like, oh, I've made this, and now I'm going to switch over into this production, and I'm going to switch over into that. But I just want it to be more dynamic, because you've got to admit, I basically made some production lines. I just left them for the entire game. And I think that's it for now. And I'm going to wrap up there because we have definitely hit that 30-minute mark and gone beyond it. And yeah, like I say, I hope you enjoyed this different type of video series. The next one, I'm not sure what it will be. It might just be like another kind of design one, or maybe I'll just start a whole another one of these things, and we'll see how far we get. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, thank you for watching, and enjoy whatever you're doing next, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.